Kopenhaageni tänavatel on jalgratastega liigeldud rohkem kui 100 aastat. Mitte alati ei ole see liiklusvahend olnud aga nii populaarne kui täna. Möödunud sajandi 70-ndatel algas jõuline autostumine. 1977. aasta massirahutustel nõudsid linlased aga võrdseid õigusi jalgratturitele. 3 aastat hiljem võttis Kopenhaageni linnavalitsus vastu rattaliikluse strateegia, kus arvestati inimeste soove. Täna tunneb linlane, et ta on kõikjale jalgrattal teretulnud.
Minu selja taha jääb Taani parlamendihoone ja selle esine parkla. Ja kui rääkida Eesti ja Taani rahvaesindajate suhtumisest transpordiküsimusse, siis sõnu ei olegi tarvis. Pilt räägib enda eest.
Well, the interesting thing is that the bicycles have been here for almost a century. Actually, cycling had its peak periods during the Second World War, and there was quite a rapid decrease since then. And in the mid-70s, it was on the not zero level, but at its lowest level. And today we have maybe 2.5, 3 times as many as we had in the 70s. And there's no doubt that the awareness of environment and awareness of health have been factors helping the bicycle system to survive. But it's worth noting that the bicycle system never died away like it did in many other big cities. Everybody liked the idea of cycling. And there are very few people who are as such against cycling. The conflict starts, of course, when you are making provisions for cycling like cycle tracks, because it can cost space for moving cars, space for parked cars, and that sort of discussions we have had a lot of in Copenhagen.
Kui Tallinna autojuhtidele peaks ilmselt hästi teada olema palju räägitud rohelise laine mõiste, siis Kopenhaagenis on ka oma roheline laine, mis on ka sisult roheline. Ehk hommikustel ja õhtustel tipptundidel on teedel, mis ühendavad magalaid ja kesklinna, roheline laine jalgratturitel. Valgusfoorid on sätitud selliselt, et 20 kilomeetriga tunnis liikuval jalgratturil on kogu aeg võimalik katkematult liikuda.
Kopenhaagenis on kasutusel terve rida lihtsaid meetodeid jalgrattaliikluse suunamiseks. Näiteks on ristmikel jalgratturitele sinised üleminekualad ja tiheda liiklusega teedel liiguvad nad kõrvuti autodega. Tänaväärsed parkimiskohad autodele paigutatakse nii, et nad turvaksid jalgratturi.
So that's why we first make a cycle lane where the cyclists and the car drivers, they're getting closer to each other, so they are aware of each other, but the cyclists still have their own area. And then they come up, you see the stop line there for the cars. That's further down here, so the cyclists are in front, so the car drivers, they can see the cyclists. That's the idea, so they are getting visible. It's a very cheap solution where you're just painting a line to give the cyclists an area for themselves. And you can see on this side, we marked all the parking places for the cars. So they're sort of protecting the cyclists from the cars, driving cars further out. This is a one-way street where you have the traffic going this way. It's cars and bicycles as well. But we have allowed bicycles to go the other direction as well. You can see the sign up there saying no motor vehicles to enter here, but it's allowed to go on your bicycle. And the restrictions were made to control the car traffic, not to restrict the cyclists. So that's why we have taken the ban on the bicycles away again, and to make it more flexible to be a cyclist in this part of this old part of the city. We have a good infrastructure, I think. We've been working on that for 100 years, and we now have around 350 kilometers of cycle tracks and around nearly 40 kilometers of green cycle routes, an alternative to cycling along the major roads with the noise and the pollution and so on. to cycle in green areas.
Olles maha keeranud rohelise fooritulega reguleeritud tiheda liiklusega tänavalt, leian end selliselt nii-öelda roheliselt kiirteelt. Need on rohelised koridorid, mis ühendavad Kopenhaageni erinevaid parke ja mänguväljakuid. Ja selle koostisosaks on siis 2,5 meetrit jalgrattateed, kõnnitee ja mõlemal pool servas roheline haljastus. Nõnda, et siin on võimalik kiirelt jalgrattaga liikuda punktist A punkti B täiesti tossuvabalt.
Kopenhaagenis töötatakse välja uut keskkonnaprogrammi. CO2 emissiooni tuleb veelgi enam piirata. Selleks tahetakse vähemalt 10% praegustest autojuhtidest tõsta rattasadulasse. Appi tulevad uued maksud, näiteks ummikumaks Stockholmi eeskujul. Laialdasse teavituskampaaniasse investeeritakse 2 miljonit Taani krooni.
More cyclists we get, the better safety situation is the better accident figures we get and the lower risk.
And part of the success is that actually the city have managed to have a big increase in cycle traffic without any increase in accidents with cyclists. Actually, the total number of casualties and mortalities of cyclists has decreased in the same period of time, which only shows that even under these maybe a little chaotic conditions, it's possible to create safer cycling and more cycling at the same time. But I can only recommend people to go to Copenhagen, see what it looks like, and to make a strategic planning for more cycling. The problem is, even if you invest a lot in cycle tracks, it will take you many years before you reach the levels of Copenhagen.